What's going on, my dudes? My name is AK, and in today's video we're taking a look at Genshin Impact, a little side quest that you can do in Qingyung Peak. You need to get, I believe they're cranes. You need to find 3 of them. I've marked them on the map there. Just make a mental note. There where the stars are on the map. So what you want to do is, first of all, I would suggest climbing Qingyung Peak. That way then you can essentially glide to each of the locations. And the first one is just next to the statue of the 7, and all you need to do is just glide across to it. At this point, this footage is recorded after the fact that I did it, so there won't actually be anything, but I'll link some actual footage next to it of what it looks like. So when you get there, you'll find a crane. What you want to do is you want to position that crane so it faces the mountain, and then you want to go step over onto the left hand side, and a little cutscene will happen where it will shoot like its essence towards the mountain. And then you've got to find 2 more. So, jumping off the top of Qingyung Peak, again, we fly towards the sort of tall mountain area with the red, sort of amber-leaved trees. Now, you don't necessarily need to do it in this particular order, but this is just the order I did it in. So this is the order you're going to get. So what you want to do is just fly over there, make sure yourself... I'm quite high up in my sort of stamina level, so I can fly this far. If you can't fly that far, there are ways to get over to these places without having to glide, but you will need to be able to climb in certain areas, so it is quite useful if you've got high stamina. Once you get to the top of here, again, after the fact, you will see a crane standing there. And what you want to do is you want to turn the crane so it faces Qingyung Peak. As you can see here, making the crane face over there. And then you want to just go stand over on the right hand side, and you'll have another cutscene where the crane gives its essence to the peak. Then the next one is over here next to the stone forest. I left this little bit in because I think it's cinematic as hell. I mean, this game is beautiful. If you like Zelda Breath of the Wild, it's got that sort of aesthetic, but I must say it's also more of a Sword Art Online as well. It's genuinely quite nice. It takes a lot of inspiration from ESO in terms of like armor systems and stuff. Like you have to find X amount of the same variety of armor or clothing, and it'll give you a bonus. But anyway, I'm just gonna sort of go through this area now just to give you a brief idea of where to go, show you some landmarks and whatever else, and yeah. So once you make it to the top of these steps, there'll be sort of like a hill over here, you'll see it. You'll get there. You'll reach the top of the stairs, and you'll see this area. Just climb up on top of here, like so, and then run to the edge, and you'll see the sort of swirly pattern where the crane will be sat, and then obviously just float over, acquire the crane, make it move, and point it towards Qingyung Peak. And once that is done, obviously because you've discovered Qingyung Peak's teleport, statue, just teleport straight back there, and then press it to activate, and it'll send a gust of wind up. And then what you want to do is just ride the gust of wind, and I'll just let the footage play from here out. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to let you sort of watch, so you can see what to do, because it's quite self-explanatory, and it's also quite beautiful. So there you go. Anyway, that's it for the video. You can read the little note left by the person who made this. Around the back are some chests. This was the mini quest. It doesn't really have any particular markers or anything. It's definitely something you have to find in the world. It's not something you will be pointed towards. But it's pretty easy to sort of figure out what you have to do. When I moved the first crane out and it pointed its sort of essence towards the mountain, I generally understood what was going on. Anyway, Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. It really helps the channel out. And remember, I'm on the road to 1k subs. You really helped me out, to be honest. I really appreciate it. It's generally brilliant. But yeah, thank you. And yeah, goodbye. On your screen will be some videos. Remember to click them. Also hit that subscribe button because AK is almost so close to 1k subs. Don't do anything dumb. Remember, be a Rick, not a Morty.